Trishs Treasures. Affiliated with Vibe Talk Facing the Lion podcast.
Hello, guys. This is going to be a hard topic for me, but I'm going to talk about it because that's what this series is about. It's about my personal experience, and I love saying the phrase. The thing about that is, so I thought, you know what, it'll be a good title for a series. And this thing about that episode is going to be about opening up. So before I start, I'm going to just take some deep breaths, and because as I said, this is a hard topic. If it's hard for me to open up, I'm pretty sure it's hard for other people to open up, because as I learned in my journey of life, that there are lots of people that hide things. There's a lot of people that think in their hiding that they are the only person that is going through whatever they are going through. But as a person that was in hiding, I can confirm as a witness that a lot of people relate to my struggles that I've had in my life. And how you know is asking questions. Ask them. And just like you, they may not be ready to answer those questions, but if they're not ready to answer those questions, respect their space. And maybe because you're the first person that's ever asked them, hey guys, hey, have you been through this before? Whatever the fill in the blank is for you. And they've never been asked that question before, and they're currently going through it. Maybe they'll think about it, and you'll see them tomorrow at work or in class or at the supermarket. And maybe they'll come to you and say, you know what? No one's ever asked me that question before. I honestly thought nobody else was going through it. And you guys will have a heartfelt, well-deserved, and meaningful conversation. Okay. Now let's get into the topic about opening up. Opening up sounds like the caution sign that you have when you buy some bleach or some sort of cleaning product, or when you're about to take some medicine. You have caution or a notice that any child under ages 12 should be supervised with taking this medication, certain things like that, you know? We've all read the back of the bottle, the Tylenol bottle, or any sort of medication before. So that is not in a medical sense. We all have read that, okay? And that right there is what opening up sounds like. It sounds like, hey, before you say that, think about all the things that can happen if you open up. That's how it sounds to me. This person may not talk to you anymore. They may judge you because they think you're all put together, but once you say you're not, then they're gonna look at you sideways, girl. Like they're gonna look at you different. And if you say this, you're gonna make someone mad. If you say this, they may reject you. All of that is so scary. Like, I'm tensing up just saying all that because that is a fear right there. Like, think about it. Opening up can cause all of that. And that's true. It can. It may happen. I feel like anyone that has ever opened up to someone had to take a lot of courage to do so. And in their intense moment, while their shoulders are up like this, like a cat, like Tom and Jerry, when Tom is about to climb the counter, his shoulders are tense because he knows Jerry is trying to make him fall into a trap. Okay? So we're all tensed up like that with our shoulders up. Everyone, do this with me. You know how it feels. Your shoulders tensed up and your head is like leaning over like this. And imagine you're telling your best friend something that you never told them before, but you feel like, I should tell them this, okay? It needs to be talked about. You're tensed up like that, and you tell them what you have to tell them. Let's pretend like it's a pause. You're telling them what you need to tell them, right? And then, after you tell them whatever that is in the blank, I want you guys to use the blanks, okay? That I'll have in this recording, okay? So, after you tell them that, you look at them with the batted eyes. Your eyes are going back and forth, and your mind is going, are they going to reject me? What's going to happen to our friendship after this? And for me, I don't give people a chance, okay? I don't give them a chance to say, oh, I get that. I look at their face, and sometimes their facial expressions is my first read and my only read of their reaction. When I should give people a chance to say, oh, I get it. I understand. Oh, why didn't you tell me? Like, I would have had a lot of heartfelt conversations if I would just give people a chance to respond. But because I'm scared, I am fearful, I am frightened to open up, I do this fight. This fight or flight, okay? Before they say it, right? Here's my reaction. I see that they're giving me either a blank stare or a shock stare. I'm like, you know what? Never mind. It's fine. It's cool. We don't gotta talk about it. So let's do something else. Let's go to the mall. That's my reaction. Like, I stop them from responding when I don't know what they were gonna say. Like, I didn't know what they were gonna say. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that something to marvel about? I didn't give them a chance to respond. I didn't give them a chance to understand because of the fear of opening up. That was a lot right there. That was a lot to say. I feel like I gave 100%, but that's like the bare minimum. That's the tip of the iceberg. But that's how opening up makes me feel. And that's my thing about opening up. But as I continue my journey in discovering who I am and coming out of the hiding, as I talked about earlier, I discovered that not only does opening up help other people understand you, it also helps you understand yourself and what you're going through. It's like if you have a great experience in a place that you love to go, your favorite place, right? And you never said it out loud before that this is my favorite spot. This is my happy place. I love going here. You never said that out loud before. And then all of a sudden someone asks you, hey, what's your favorite spot? What's your favorite place? What's your treat? And then you do that little pause. You're like, nobody asked me that before. And then you start to say, my favorite place is. And then after you say your favorite place, you think, wow, I never said that out loud before. That's a new one. That's what I always tell myself. That's a new one. That's different. I try to drift away from saying that's weird. Like, because I have to get out of that's weird. That's unfamiliar. It is, and it's not weird. It's common emotion. It's common for humans to feel like that with exposing themselves. Ooh, that's a scary word. Expose, exposure, exposed. That's how it feels when I'm not opening up. But the thing is, right? When we're not opening up, we are low key exposing ourselves anyway. Like when someone asks you a question and you avoid it, that's exposure. When someone asks you a question and you get mad about it, that's exposure. Yeah, it is. And we think that if we don't say anything, no one will ever know. But when you're going to the restroom at the dinner party, right, and you slowly come back and you stand outside the hallway, you're gonna hear that people say, I think something's wrong. Like, she's not acting the same. He's not acting the same. He used to be like this. He used to do this, but I feel like something's wrong. I wonder if he's gonna tell us or not. It's like someone leaking a song out. Like, I didn't want to drop that song out yet, but they know it's there. They heard that little melody that somebody did on the keyboard, and now it's everywhere. And it's like, I thought I hid that song from people. I thought I was hiding it, but it's out there now. And that's another scary part of opening up. Saying the term, it's out there now, or the secret's out. Now everyone knows, or now this person knows. Are they gonna look at me different now because they know how I actually feel? And the thing I had to come to was I can't control their reaction towards my truth. I can't control how they would react or how should they react because life is not a script. We do not have lines that we practice and then we get up for a script sweep at 6 o'clock in the morning before we go on set. Life is not a script. So you can't control what other people think or how they react. The importance of opening up is knowing your truth and saying it out loud. I'm not going to tell you that opening up is easy. It wasn't even easy for me to do this right here. It wasn't easy for me to do this episode. Like, I didn't want to get socially drained before I finished this out. So I was like, you know what? Now that it's on my mind and now that I feel the passion to do it, I'm going to do it. And I had that thought, like, if I open up, if I talk about this, it's going to be very emotional. It's going to be like a movie with Betsy telling Robert that she's pregnant. Like, it's going to be very dramatic. But I sat and I prayed. I was like, God, I know this will help somebody. Because it's helping me right now that I'm talking to you guys about opening up. So, I'm here. Let's breathe one more time. All right. So, yes, opening up is scary, but it can also be more helpful than fearful. You might be wondering how. How can me saying how I feel help me at all? Like, what can it possibly change if I do this? And that's for you to decide. I do not have the answers for you, but I do have my own experience. Many friendships that I had, they they sort of ended because I'm the quiet friend, okay guys? I'm the quiet person. But I'm always there for everybody else. Like I'm always there, and I always seem like nothing's wrong. I got it all figured out. And I'm always here, one dial away. Just call me and I'll pick up and I'll help you. I'll listen to you, and if you ask me what do you think, I'll tell you those certain things. And there came a time in my life where I was not okay. I couldn't even hide it anymore. I couldn't hide the feeling that I felt, the feeling of depression, feeling lonely, feeling self-hatred. Like it started to build up. Like it started to go all the way to 1,000. I could not handle it. And then I was like, okay, now I really need somebody to be me to me. Okay, I need somebody to be one dial away. I need someone to talk to vent to, and they weren't available at the time. And I was prideful. I was too proud to say, hey, it's not a good day for me. I'm not feeling up to it. And I don't feel like myself. I need someone to talk to. So I let pride get in the way and I didn't call them, you know? And I had to sit with myself, deal with the thoughts within me. And when they became too loud, it started the leak that I was talking about, the music leak. The leak of inner issues that's eating you up, and you start to take it out. It starts coming out in the fumes of your own emotions. Little things would start to irritate me. I would get angry like very fast. I would lay in bed all day, and the behind my bed was very cluttery. Like, oh my goodness, y'all. Like, you'd think that was the only side of the room that I ever visited. Like, that's how cluttery behind my bed was. It was bad. And it was just a lot, y'all. Like, just thinking about it makes me emotional. And I didn't realize how bad and cluttery it was until we were about to move to another house, and I had to clean behind the bed, and I had a lot of stuff under there, little things like I had like 3 jackets, 2 pairs of pants, snack wrappers, like pieces of paper out of my journal, things that I drew, headphones that didn't even work anymore, but I didn't even want to throw them away. And all that was there. My shoes, socks that I changed and took off, like all that stuff was behind my bed because I was not in a good place. And now that I think about it, I wondered like what made me clutter so much? Like, what made me put all the stuff behind the bed? What made me decide, you know what? All this is going behind here. I never understood why, you know? But I guess it was something that had me, like, wondering, like, this is how I hold on to... If I can hold on to the jacket that I just took out, the 3 jackets that I had on for the past 3 days, or... These headphones broke, but I'ma still save them anyway. I ate the snack out of the wrapper, but let me put them back there, you know, to say it's not completely gone, you know? it's just like holding on to attachments and things. So that's why, that's the conclusion I'm coming to now, because I never thought about it before. But that's the conclusion I'm coming to now. In why did I clutter so much things? Why did I like just pack everything behind my bed? And I never told anybody this before. This is a new one, guys. This is a new one. And after I clean behind the bed, right, I start to look at all the stuff that was behind the bed, and I read some of the notes, and some notes were very like sad. Like, oh my goodness, they were so sad. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't want it. I don't want this. I'm trying to be encouraging, but it's just I'm reminiscing about all the things that were there, and it's kind of like making my chest hurt a little bit because it's kind of overwhelming to think about. So let me calm down. But yeah, behind the bed, it was like a view of, hey, these are the things that you thought you were hiding behind there, but now that you gotta clean up behind the bed, it's out in the open now. Look at the stuff that you thought you were hiding, you know. It's like that's what it was for me. It gave me a picture of, this is what the inside of you, this is what your mind is looking like. It's looking like clutter. We're holding on to things that need to be addressed. We're holding on to so much stuff that it's a mess. It looks crazy. It looks crazy in behind your bed. It looks unstable behind your mind, you know, in the back of your mind. Then after I noticed that, I started doing a journal. Like, I would type out how I'm feeling during that day, and I would send it to myself. And then I would delete it because I didn't want people to find out, like, to see what's happening with me, you know? I didn't want them to see that. Look at me. I'm still hiding stuff. I started to notice that pattern, so instead, I just started writing songs to put my emotions in. And I've been making, like, music, like, recording music for about, ever since I was, 17? 7 years. I've been making, like, recording music for 7 years. So that has been my outlet, like, of making music and expressing my emotions within my music for 7 years. I'm glad I found a new solution. I thank God, because all that stuff that I was going through, I thought I was handling it, but I was just suppressing it. Suppressing does not mean handle. When you clean your room and just like stuffing everything under the bed and into the closet, that is not a clean room. That does not count as cleaning your room, people. Like, no, that's not that's not clean. I understand you don't have time to clean your room. I get that. I get it. But you know, leaving your things out in the open so you can find it later and not remember that you stuffed it inside the closet in the depths of the underground lagoon under your bed. It makes things a lot easier if you leave stuff out in the open. And it's a reminder that, hey, I have work to do. There is a challenge going on within you, and it needs to be addressed. It needs to be placed in the right order. You need order within your mind. And that's what opening up has taught me. It has taught me that opening up is understanding yourself. Opening up is recognizing things, the strength that you have within yourself, and recognizing the pain that you were hiding. And opening up is also addressing, not suppressing. So I hope that this episode helps you, and I hope you understand yourself more by opening up to you and then gradually taking the steps into speaking out and opening up to others. This is Trish's Treasures. Thank you for joining me. This was a hard and deep one, but it's okay. It's fine. We gonna have those. Thank you for joining me. Bye.
Hi, this is Trish's Treasures. Affiliated with Vibe Talk Facing the Lion podcast.